Okay. So the next thing we will cover is how do we do it for an Angular project, right? The steps will remain the same, kind of similar, but only your test steps or task will be different. So let me start with that. Okay. So now, as I said, my Angular project is in GitHub, right? And then in GitHub I have, if I go back, this is a sample .NET project. In GitHub, I have source. In source, I have Angular simple, and that's where I have my Angular code. Okay. So now, in order to first thing we need to know is how do we connect to GitHub account from Azure DevOps, right? So for this, first you have to create something called a service connection. So service connections is the way to enable integrations to other tools and other products, applications or plugins from Azure DevOps, right? If you want to connect to Azure Cloud, if you want to connect to AWS, if you want to connect to Jira, Jenkins, or any other, most of the commonly used source controls, you have to first create a service connection, right? So let me say create a service connection, and here you, as I said, you will get all the commonly used uh, packages and connectors which are there. In my case, I'll use the GitHub, right? And then I'll say next. So first it would say here again, you can either enter. Uh, so I'm going to select the, a grant. I can either create a personal access token from GitHub and use it here, or I can just say authorize, so that it will ask me to log into my GitHub and automatically it has picked up. Now, just because I've logged in automatically, it has picked up, or else it will ask me to log in with a username, password, and authenticate and allow permissions. So, and then give a name for your, connector, right? And then I'll say grant access to all the pipelines so that I can use it in my pipelines. So now what I've basically done is I've created a service connection which I can use in across my pipelines in the project to connect to GitHub and clone or to various Git operations. Now I'll go to the build again, say new project, new pipeline, and now again classic editor I'll use. Now instead of saying Azure Repos, I'll select GitHub. Right now, first thing it will ask you to select the connector. So this is the connector which we just now created. I can go ahead and change. I have only one, which is a GitHub connector, or I can go ahead and create a new service connection from here itself. So I select GitHub connector. I'll go to repository. It will list down all the repositories which are available. I'm interested in .NET Album Viewer, so select, and then again the default branch that you want to choose. Continue, and I like select an empty job. So in order to build, again, just like any or other pipelines, select the build agent which you want to use, the pool, and your source code section, and your agent job. So to build an Angular, you basically need to run a couple of commands using Node.js or npm commands like npm install and npm build, right? So npm is also a task available as part of the repository. So once I say npm, you get the task that can use to do npm build and npm run. So I'll add this task now, and then I can again, instead of if I want to add the same task again, I can do search again and do, or I can simply right click here and say clone. It creates a copy of the task because I want to use the same npm in both the place, right? So now, as I said, the first task is to select the is to install the npm packages, and the second task is to run my custom command, which is part of your package.json, and I'll say run script build. All right. So and then one key point to select here is the path of the package.json. Now in my case, package.json is not part of the root folder, so I have to get into source and Angular simple. I can find my package. So I can specify that path of my package here. And select. Okay, so this is the path of my package file, and this is the, again I'll copy the same thing and give a custom command. Let me rename this. right? And just like in .NET, what we did, we can do the publish profile, sorry, publish build artifact, and I can still publish one of my folder which I need. Again, in this case, I'll just select a path for now, but ideally you will select the public folder of your Angular simple project. Okay. So for now, I'll just select this path. Okay. And now once I have this setup, now I can go ahead and say save and build.